Hey guys, how's it going? T-Man Plays here with another Warno ranked game. And today we're playing as the 5E versus Tiberius Radcore, who's playing the 39th Guards. So really good game here. Tiberius rank number 7 as of the time of this video. So this is going to be some high level gameplay. So similar strategy to one of my previous videos. Have the double commandos going to each set of these buildings. AMX gonna push to this little area just to guard this main road. Little infantry squad that's going to push to these sets of buildings. Command capturing each zone. Some infantry moving to these buildings with a man pad here. And on the far left, have our double AMX 10 push followed up with some Mistrals and some Voltigers with the Apilas that we can move through these tree lines. So, gonna go ahead and buy a Mirage F1C with the first tick. Deal with the MI2 there. SU-27, gonna come around, get extremely lucky with that engagement. It's a very awesome trade for us. Commando's able to get out before the Rezveka can get into the building. Oda 9 Podoretsky here, gonna force my AMX-10s back. Don't want to get shot with that AT. The Gazelle Hot here, gonna cut out any type of infantry reinforcements he's bringing up until he gets his AA up, so that buys me time. SU-25 comes over here, does miss though because he loses line of sight. Mistral's gonna get out, start putting some damage on that. He does take some good hits on my commandos though. Other Mistral here getting a shot on, but unfortunately missing, so the SU-25 is gonna make it out alive. Overall though, have a nice foothold here. I'm not sure who actually wins this engagement. Yeah, he's going to win that now that he's backed up with the T-80. But we have a very good position on this left-hand side, and now you'll see my Vabs just going to kind of scout ahead, and the Voltigers with the Apilas going to try and cut out that tank. Commandos here doing a fantastic job of holding the line, and then we're just going to slowly push up our infantry to start helping with some of those engagements, as well as our Mistrals start pushing up. Logistics truck gonna come here in case I need to pull back infantry to resupply. I'm fine keeping the Mistral back for now because I don't have anything here, and if he pushes up some infantry, he can easily take this out, so this is fine just sitting here for now. And you'll see this is kind of perfect, him responding with this, because I already have the Mistral set up, and we can just start getting shots on the MI8 here. Do see that he has an SU-25. Gonna try and smoke that off, but a little too late. Do get some really nice hits on the SU-25 though. And now it's just all about dealing with the MI8 here so that he can't get full vision on what I have. So, see the T-80 here. Fortunately, VAB gonna go down before he can hit him in the rear. But the Apilas starting to get really close. Gonna force him to pull back, as he probably can see that with his MI8 there. So T-80 BVK now gonna be moving back away from my Apilas, but we still have a very strong foothold here with the AMX 10 holding the line, cutting off this reinforcement road. This side, just trying to deal with this BMP-1. VAB, thankfully, gonna get the shots it needs. T-80 getting a little far, so I'm gonna decide he's kind of caught out in the open. Gonna buy a Jaguar ATGM plane, attempt to take this out while he's kind of vulnerable, and I'm gonna move up my other Voltigers to help the commandos with these engagements. So Jaguar ATGM now coming in. He's gonna smoke that off though, so we're gonna try and pull it away. Missed the BTR there, but Jaguar ATGM is gonna make it out all right. Voltigers missing a lot of their AT here. Don't really want them just to get gunned down, so we're gonna decide to pull those guys back. And we went ahead and bought 2 Roland 2s since he had a bunch of SU-25s. We want to shut down that type of play. On this side, T80BB starting to move up, but he doesn't have the recon support just yet. But now that I saw the MI8 coming, we're going to pull back the AMX, let the Mistrals deal with the MI8, and then we can push back our AMX-10. So get one good shot there. See, he pushes out his T80BB, but my AMX is already pulled back. Once we deal with this, his T80 now loses sight of my Mistrals. We can push back up our AMX-10 here. We'll get the first shot off. That's a nice hit. And he still can't see me. And that's a kill. So really nice engagement there for us. Pulling back the commandos here just to get some more reinforcements. And we replace them with a fresh squad of Grenadier Voltigeurs. Gonna move up the AMX 30B2 here. I still know that he has some type of infantry presence here with the recon infantry. But since I have his reinforcement road cut off, this isn't a big issue for me at the moment. I can easily just put up some infantry of my own soon. As you'll see, Dragon Paras now going to move across to try and take this zone, as well as the Voltigeurs here. Sure enough, Rezveka did move up, so it was smart that we didn't move up our Mistral when we did. Now that we've caught it out, though, all our units going to be moving to this next set of tree line. Ordering up 2 AMX 30B2s here because he does have quite the presence on this right-hand side, which is the only area that he can now push. So we want to start strengthening our defense here. As he's not actively pushing in on this side, we don't really need too many reinforcements in this area right now. So it's all about just reinforcing where he's attacking. And I did order another AMX-10 here just to help really great in pairs. AMX 30B2 here going to be sneaking through the tree line, able just to snipe these transports, get some really nice shots on the Motostroki. And we're just trying to clear him out of this area. So my CV was here. You'll see I'm now routing it to the safer area of the objective so that we can start ticking at a +2. AMX 30 here, got a little too ambitious before I could smoke it off. There was another T80 here that managed to snipe it. On the right-hand side, just a casual defensive line set up. And we bought a Gazelle Hot just to catch out any armor, force him to spend money on AAA or planed if he wants to deal with this. So just trying to force him to spend points where he doesn't need them. And our CV now gets into the zone, giving us a nice +2. So Gazelle Hot here, trying to get shots on, but unfortunately, targets keep going in and out. Gonna order up another one since this one's almost out of missiles. Do force him to use the smoke there. And our fully repaired commandos now moving back to the building they were doing so effective in. And just as we wanted, the Gazelle Hot has attracted the attention of the mighty Su-25 AT. See my Roland's set up here, as well as the Mistral. Kind of get shots on, and followed up with the Mirage F1C. That's a dead Su-25 for just a 45-point AT helicopter. Forcing back any armor with our AMX B2 presence here. He can't push back past this point. On this side, was smart of him to bring the recon across. That's going to give all these units fire support on my infantry. So we're going to have to pull that back if we want them to survive. And you'll see just the sheer amount of units he has here now. I did get a Milan 2 here just to start trying to cut down on some of these units. And I'm trying to push on this side at the same time, just so that we can kind of cut them off from multiple angles. So a lot of big engagements happening right now. Trying to pull back the infantry here, but not going to be able to make it. And now we're pushing for this area, as if we can get control here, we can set up Milan teams on this little ridge and completely cut them out from pushing down this road. So T-62 going to be forced to smoke off there. Lots of really important engagements happening. Another Milan 2 team has been brought in. And we spot just some recon infantry here. Gonna be easily taken out with all my autocannon support. As we push forward with our Grenadier Voltigeurs. Milan 2's here, not really hitting the targets, and his tanks gonna be able to deal with those. So a bit disappointing there. And he's also gonna spot the logistics truck here with his recon, so gonna try and pull that back, as well as just my Rolands, in case he decides to push very aggressively with his armor. Because at this point, I don't really have too much to deal with a massive tank blob. So Gazelle Hots are coming in, as well as another Milan 2 that we're going to put on this right-hand ridge. And we got some more Grenadier Voltigeurs that we're trying to move to this position, as some units are starting to come in up top. Jaguar ATGM's coming in, gonna get a kill on the command there, and a kill on the T-80B as the Milan 2s forced him to use his smoke earlier. So caught those out in the open, very awesome. And our AMX gonna take out the BMP there. Commando's moving those back for repairs. Gazelle Hot's gonna be able to get him if he pushes out. But Eagle team able to take out one. Gonna try and cut off the other here. Fortunately, missed the shot there, even with 65% accuracy. So SU-25 here coming. Gonna move back our AMXs in case he can somehow see those. Looks like he went for the VAB instead. Does take out one unit of Voltigeurs. So perhaps some recon back here. As you'll see, I'm now attack moving my infantry back just to spot where his recon is behind my line. Not able to see anything yet though. Eagle team still going to be getting a shot off, so going to force me to pull back my Gazelle Hots just a little bit further. Because we did take out his command tank, we're now at a +4. And we have a nice foothold on this right-hand side now. And my Milan 2 now in a position to where I can cut off some of his road here. So still looking for the recon that somehow spotted my unit back here. Not able to find anything yet though. Milan 2 now going to be getting a shot off on the T-80 BV here. Fortunately, another miss. AMX though, gonna hit nicely on the side armor, followed up with the Milan 2 to the side, and that's a dead T-80 BV. So we're not over pushing here because we only have the 2 squads of infantry. I don't have enough to push him out of this area yet, so Brennus gonna be coming into this position in case he decides to push his armor up, getting some supply from my Voltigeurs here as they only have the 1 AT left, and gonna start moving my Dragon Paras more towards the middle so I can spot kind of what all he has in these tree lines. And you'll see another Brennus coming up, some Apilas to deal with heavy armor, another Brennus over here, and a Dragon Para team that I can move here just to spot what all he is trying to attack me with. So Dragon Paras here, going to be able to spot some Urals and MTLBs. And we're now moving another Voltiger squad just to this tree line, just to make sure he has nothing here as well. So I see that he's repairing the T-80 BV here. And trying to move my Brennus just to the edge of the line of sight, but another T-80 BV appears. Going to get a nice shot on that, but we don't want to take any more of that engagement as he will get the first shot, so we're going to have to pull that back. And luckily for us, he's pulling it back with side armor, right where our infantry is. Don't get a good hit there, though. So, very unfortunate. Could have had a T-80. push back up our Brennus, but we missed the shot on the other T-80 BB. Very unfortunate. Pushing up our Brennus again to get another shot. Able to kill off one of the T-80Bs. Mistral's gonna lock down the recon here, and our Milan 2 doing the job it needs to do of cutting off these BMP2s on the road. Mistral finishes the Mi-8 there. Milan 2 dealing with the BMP2s, and now our infantry starting to push out some of his forces here as we have him on the run. Missed that shot on the BMP2. But other Brennus here, since it's on full HP, gonna decide to attack with that now, as this one I don't want to lose. So Brennus here, gonna get the first shot. He does retaliate. I decided to move up the other Brennus for support, and we end up taking out the other command there, and then we can just retreat our 2 Brennuses for repairs as we took out his main armor there. Over here, infantry engagements, very important. Fire support from the AMX here, trying to move the other one to support as well. Not quite able to get the vision I need. As his BMP2 pushes out from the smoke, Milan 2 gonna be able to hit that and destroy it. And we're still able to cut off this resupply line here with our AMX-10s. Very painful for him, not able to resupply this side. And our other Brennus over here starting to cut off his units, pushing at me from here. I do see another Su-25 coming, so gonna smoke off my Brennus. And Mistral's gonna start getting some shots, followed up with a roll and 2 hit from the rear, and another roll and 2 hit, able to take that out, as well as a Mistral connection there. So air, no longer a threat to us at all. His infantry here, though, doing a great job forcing my infantry to retreat, as we're not able to deal with that very effectively at the moment. And we're just slowly resupplying our heavy tanks here to then push them back up into the fray and limit what he can bring to this area. So just infantry in here, not a huge threat to me, as I can just cut it off with my armor. As you'll see, he's trying to push to get shots on target here. Does actually get some nice hits. And sure enough, AMX gonna go down there. So moving across another squad of infantry, as all this infantry is basically stunned now. And my armor gonna keep him at bay if he tries to push across. Moved my VAB here to help with the Supuri engagement. And our Brennus is starting to get fully operational again, really cutting off all his units, forcing him into just one little building here. Brennus versus T-62, not going to fare very well for the T-62, as we get one of them there. Does get hit on me in return, though. Other Brennus going to be able to easily deal with that. You'll see it just repairing my infantry in the rear. T-80BV has no vision, so Brennus is going to get a free shot on that. And it's all just about clearing off the infantry here, and then we can push further into the point. But halfway through the game now, have over 1,400 points, faring very well. As you'll see, we haven't had to really reinforce this area at all because he hasn't been able to push through here. So our line on this side has just gotten stronger and stronger. And we have the AA support with the Rolands, able to cut off the Su-25 attacks. And our Brennuses with the support of the Dragon Para here, able to have nice vision on the T-80BV there and take out another piece of his armor puzzle. So now just moving up the Dragon Para so that the Brennus can shoot whatever is back here. We do spot a cube, possibly the command here, and 2 more T-62s moving up. I see all his infantry is basically stacked in this building. So gonna buy a bomber and decide just to take out this building, as this will probably destroy whatever he has in that area. Do spot the command in the rear. And you'll see Jaguar HE coming in as another one of his aircraft approaches. Able to destroy that, smoke off our Brennis so we don't go down. Roland's firing at the Su-25. Mistral going to take that out with support from the Mirage F1C there. Mirage F1C with speed, able to escape. And surely enough, we did lose our bomber, but we have now completely pushed him out of this area. And that's going to force him to surrender. So, GG to Tiberius Rancor. Fun game there, showing off more of the power of the French 5e. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a great day, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.